Hi ladies, welcome to Revitalize Lounge if you're new here, and thanks for tuning in. I'm just in my kitchen today. I've got my kids helping me out, and we're just going to share with you some tips for foods for energy and simple lunch ideas to help you out to get yourself and your kids eating better and yourself relieving some of the stress that comes with being a work-at-home mom or stay-at-home mom. Hi Monique, thanks for being here. I'm gonna hand this off. My 11-year-old son is doing video for me today, so I'm gonna hand this over, and I won't be able to see your comments or who's tuning in after I pass it off. So if you have any questions or comments, I'll be going back afterwards and answering any questions that you have. So I'm going to go ahead and hopefully do this, pass it off to Keegan, and then we'll get started. So let's see. How am I doing that? Oh, I know. Okay, sorry. Okay. Okay, so can you see us? Okay, we're all good? Okay. So, we're in the kitchen today. This is my lovely assistant, my daughter Naya. She's 7. She helps me in the kitchen all the time. And it actually helps us, it helps me to help them enjoy healthy eating more, because they feel like when they're a part of the process of choosing the foods and preparing the foods, they get a lot more excited about doing that. So before we get started, for those of you who are new or don't know me well, my name is Leah. I am a best-selling author of Eat to Beat Stress, and I'm going to be sharing with you today one of my favorite energy-boosting, stress-busting foods from that book, and I'll share with you how we use that in the day-to-day for lunch and dinners, and how I save time in the kitchen by doing that as well. So today we're making a brown rice veggie bowl. It's super simple. I've already made my rice. I have measured out my serving in this bowl here. That will be our base for the salad. It's kind of like a cold rice salad. So what I do is I cook rice in batches of about 8 to 10 servings at a time. I did 10 servings of this, and what that means is in our house, 10 servings of rice equals 2 lunches for me and the kids. So we all have a serving of that for lunch 2 times during the week, and then 1 dinner also for the 4 of us. We have a family of 4. So when my husband is here at dinner, that's a meal as well. So it took me about 30 minutes, 35 minutes to make the batch of 10 servings. And so that's 30 minutes one time, instead of 30 minutes every time we're going to make a meal. So if I did it each time we wanted to have rice with our meal, for 3 meals, that'd be an hour and a half that I'd spend during the week to make the rice. This way, instead of an hour and a half, it's 30 minutes. So I'm saving myself an hour a week just by batch cooking rice. So what I do is I will store it in the refrigerator. It keeps for about 5 to 7 days really well in there. And then for this salad, can you see that? Okay. For this salad, we're serving it cold. So I'll just scoop it right out of the container in the fridge, put that cold in my bowl. Naya, I'm going to have you go ahead and start cutting the cucumber like we talked about, okay? So she's cutting up a cucumber. We're doing a whole cucumber, and the reason why is because I'm going to use half of this for the second dish that I'm sharing with you tomorrow. So I'm really big on prepping in advance, doing as much as you can, and making your actions do multiple duties. So She'll chop these today, and I'll have double the amount that I need for today, and we'll use the leftovers for tomorrow. I did the same thing with the orange peppers. I did 1 whole orange pepper. Those are just sweet peppers. And then I did 3 of these little vine-ripened tomatoes. So I'll have 4 all together. I'll use half of that for my salad today, and then I'll use the rest tomorrow. The other thing I wanted to share with you was the benefits of brown rice. As I mentioned in my book, I talk all about the stress-busting benefits of foods, and I have 10 of my favorite superfoods listed in that book, and I describe the benefits and how they work. So brown rice actually is a mood booster. It has mood-boosting properties. It helps your body release serotonin, which is a feel-good enzyme that your body produces. And also, it provides long-lasting energy and alertness by stabilizing your blood sugar. So it's a long, sustained fuel. So energy that lasts for a long time without making you feel all jittery and yucky like caffeine and sugar and other things can do that people tend to rely on because they're easy to grab and they feel good right away, but they don't last long. So if you've ever had like that caffeine crash or sugar crash, you know what I'm talking about. We don't want that. So this is a food that's super easy and it's very versatile. I will use this. Thank you so much. You did such a good job. I'll use this rice in so many different dishes. In fact, last night my husband wanted fajitas for dinner for Father's Day, and he loves to cook the meat. I don't like cooking meat. I'll eat it, but I don't like cooking it. So he does that. He sliced up some chicken breast and London broil and cooked those all up with seasoning. So we had some of that left over from last night. So Naya today wanted to have some of that left over with some of the rice that I already had made. So I put some all in a bowl, reheated it. It took a minute to reheat it, and then she put some fresh avocado on top, and that was her lunch already. So it helps when everybody doesn't want to have all the same thing all the time, but I still don't have to do any real extra work to make different dishes. And they have access to all this stuff in the fridge, and so they will put things together on their own. It doesn't make any extra work for me. It actually makes my life so much easier. So for this salad, I just put a half-cup serving of brown rice, and then I'm going to just pour in about half of the orange pepper, half of the tomato, and then I'm just going to scoop up here some cucumber, probably just about half of that. This is a big, it doesn't seem like a lot of food, but it's actually really filling and really satisfying and will keep your tummy happy for a good long time in the afternoon. So I'm just stirring that all up, and then I like to add a little bit of dressing. I like Newman's Own because, first of all, they give all their profits back to charity, which I think is just cool. But also, they don't have any gross stuff in there, like corn syrup and artificial sweeteners and things that are really common in salad dressings, which I don't understand why, but that's how it is, and I don't like it. So I look for brands that don't use that stuff. So I like this. I just do maybe about a tablespoon, drizzle it in there, and then I mix that up. And you've probably seen me post something like this on my wellness page before or in here. And this is just a super simple, fresh. It's nice in the summertime to have cold, even though you're having rice, which we typically eat hot. It's nice to have a cold, refreshing kind of light dish, but also that doesn't leave you feeling hungry for a long time after. So that is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here. I also want to mention to you my 7 days to less stress and more energy workshop is coming up starting next Monday, the 26th. And I will be posting a link for that below where you can see more details. But I share mindset tips to help you get over the guilt and kind of selfish feelings and perfectionist things that happen when we're busy moms and we tend to not make ourselves a priority. So we go over that. I share lots of tips for high energy foods, exactly the foods to be using, and I'm also including a bonus stress busting breakfasts recipe ebooklet with that I would like to give as a gift to everyone who joins that workshop. There's still time to register. I'm taking registrations all the way up through next Sunday, but as soon as you register, you will get your 10 stress-busting energy recipes right away. So that is what I have for you today. I will post the links below. Thank you, Naya. Do you want to say anything before we sign off? Nope. She talks like a mad woman, but not when she's on film. And not in front of people that she doesn't know. You're okay. Okay, so I won't embarrass her anymore. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be on again tomorrow and every day this week at 1 o'clock. And we'll be sharing a different recipe every day and lots of tips for how to save time and boost your energy and all that good stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing your comments below. Any questions, I will come back and answer those afterwards. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye. So you can push in.